Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Nosa. I'm a medical doctor in the UK and I make videos on medicine and lifestyle. So today I'm about to go to my night shift. I start at 8 p.m. and finish at 8 a.m. and I'm going to be taking you guys along with me. I can't wear my scrubs before going to work because of infection control. I always get changed when I get to work. Before I go though, I'm just going to get my meal for the night sorted. Off to work. Hi guys, so it's about 5 a.m. in the morning and I'm covering a general medicine ward, so I'm seeing all sorts of cases. I've got a phone that the nurses can reach me on if I'm not on the ward. The nurses are nice. They usually wouldn't call you for anything that's not fairly important, or if a new patient arrives, I would go and see them as well. But I wanted to talk to you guys about chest pain. Now, chest pain is a complaint that every single doctor will hear a lot of times in their lifetime, and it's something we have to deal with all the time because we need to figure out what exactly is going on. So just tonight I've seen about 4 or 5 people with chest pain, all with different causes, but I'll just quickly talk to you about the main ones. First one, a nurse calls me to tell me that there's someone with chest pain. This man has a history of previous heart attacks before, so when I hear that, I'm thinking, oh, I hope he's not having another heart attack. So before I go and review him, I go on the computer just to quickly look through his records, past medical history, and look at the notes to see what's been happening with him so far. And while I'm doing that, I asked the nurse to kindly do an ECG for me, which is basically a tracing of the heart. The reason why I asked for that is because when someone's got chest pain, and if it's caused by a heart attack, some heart attacks show up on ECG, and if it shows up on the ECG, I can start treatment for them ASAP, and hopefully they can get better before considering something like surgery, depending on the exact type of heart attack. So anyway, the nurse gets the ECG for me, and the first thing I'm looking for is ST elevation, which is a specific finding on an ECG in a specific type of heart attack called a STEMI. STEMI stands for ST elevation MI. MI is basically just the medical way of saying a heart attack. So I'm like, fine, okay, the ECG hasn't shown that specific type of heart attack, right? But based on the history, this guy really sounds like he's having, a heart attack, but maybe that heart attack, which sometimes does not show on an ECG. And in those cases, when you've still got a strong clinical suspicion, so someone's got, chest pain that's crushing, that they describe as crushing, sometimes central to the left, it can relate to the jaw or the arm, they're a bit sweaty, they look unwell. You think, okay, this I have a strong clinical suspicion for chest pain, and even though the ECG hasn't shown changes, I'm still going to do a blood test just to confirm that this guy is not having a heart attack. And the blood test actually came back positive, and we started him on ACS treatment, which is basically aspirin, fondaparinol, ticagrelor. Everywhere is different, but point of the matter is that based on that blood test, it's called the troponin test, and troponin is basically what the body produces when you've had damage of your heart muscle, which is basically what a heart attack is. My point is, just because his ECG did not show ST elevation, which is a type of heart attack, does not mean he didn't have a heart attack. The blood test, which I did, called the troponin, did show evidence of a heart attack. And we started him on treatment, and he's stable at the moment. We also gave him some morphine for the pain. Every trust differs in the exact medication they want you to give for a heart attack, ACS, but usually there's always aspirin there, and it's usually the antiplatelets that differ. Another thing to note is that when someone's having that type of chest pain caused by a heart attack, there's a specific type of pain relief that we tend to give. It's called GTN spray, and they spray it under their tongue. And if they find some relief with that medication, you kind of think, okay, this is probably a heart attack, or a heart attack or some heart problem like angina, because you would not expect someone that doesn't have heart type pain to respond to that GTN spray. So yeah, that was another reason why I thought this guy might be having a heart attack. I just wanted to mention that. Let me tell you about another chest pain I saw today. So the nurse calls me again that someone's having chest pain, right? And I'm like, okay. They came in with a fall. Elderly woman came in with a fall. I'm already thinking, maybe she fractured a rib based on that past medical history. But anyway, just for good measure, I asked her to do an ECG for me again, heart tracing, just in case. And I go through her records. And then I go and see the lady. And she tells me, she gets, the pain is worse when she moves or when she takes deep breaths. And it's basically been there. So I touch her chest wall, like that. Kind of like, oh, where's the, and she goes, ow. And I'm like, that's reassuring, because if she's going ow, I'm thinking, okay, this is not likely cardiac. This is not likely a heart problem. I'm thinking this is most likely musculoskeletal. And usually musculoskeletal pain can be, is usually just treated with some pain relief. Just for good measure, because she fell, I requested a chest x-ray just to make sure she hadn't fractured anything. But yeah, that came back fine. And I just treated that as MSK/costochondritis pain, which you got better with some pain relief. Okay, so someone's calling me. Doctor speaking. Hi. Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna get my pen. Okay, can I just get the patient's name, please? I've got a white cell count there. Sorry. Right, 21. And a CRP? Okay, that's pretty high. And you said you started him on antibiotics, yeah? So what did you start? Thank you. And what about ops-wise? Okay, is he on any fluids? Right, thank you. No worries, when he gets on the ward, I'll come and review him. So I just got a call about a man coming in with chest pain and shortness of breath. He's got a background of COPD, which is basically a lung condition that smokers tend to get, and it makes it difficult for them to breathe, in simple terms. So the reason why he's coming is because of those reasons. And when they did some blood tests, they saw that his white cell count was raised. Now, white cells are basically the fighters of your body. They help protect, fight against when you get infections. And people with COPD, because their lungs are already not functioning the way they should because they've been smoking, they tend to be prone to more infection. So his white cell count was raised, which means that the cells are fighting to try and get off the infection, and that's why they're raised. And the CRP is just basically some type of protein, or it's a product in the body that gets raised when there's infection or other causes like cancer and whatever. So the doctors in the emergency department started this guy on some antibiotics, which is how we treat infections, and started him on some fluids because his blood pressure was low. They also did a chest x-ray, which confirmed that he had some type of inflammation or infection going on in the chest. So yeah, he's also got some chest pain because of that, and that's another cause of chest pain. People with chest infections can sometimes have chest pain. It's not unusual, and that's why you really need to look at the whole patient. Do some bloods, a heart tracing, chest x-ray, depending on the cause, and try and find out the cause of the chest pain, because it's only when you find the cause of the chest pain that you can obviously treat it. Anyway, I'm just going to go and review this patient, okay? Despite bringing my own food, I'm still eating hospital food. I'm trying out the vegetarian sausage. Basically almost finished it. But yeah, man, it's been very busy today. Into the medical handover. Medical handover is basically where you go and meet other doctors starting during the day to kind of update them on what happened overnight. Everyone kind of does their handover a bit differently, but I just tend to hand over the sick people. I don't go about telling them about every single patient. I just tell them about the sick ones that they need to keep a close eye on, or if there are any outstanding jobs I couldn't get done. So I've done the handover, and I'm just in the changing room now to get changed back into my normal outfit. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap the vlog here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned too from my video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, share, subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more content from me, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.